Welcome to I Learned a Thing in the Bathroom from Dollar Shave Club, where we explain something very complicated in mere minutes to occupy your brain while you shave. In this edition, we'll be discussing the weirdest stuff ever found on the beach, as explained by someone who sounds smart because he's British.
It's beach season, so let's completely ruin that wonderful time of year for everyone by talking about all the strange stuff that could come floating in off the next wave at any moment.
Come on, how much could a jellyfish ruin my day? Or a message in a bottle from some adorable bright-eyed child on a cruise?
Probably not much, but how about a human foot?
Oh, it's going to be one of those shows, is it?
I'm afraid so. In the last decade, at least 10 shoes have washed ashore in the Pacific Northwest and British Columbia, each one containing the remains of a severed human foot. Some of these feet have been positively identified as having formerly belonged to missing persons, but no one's quite sure why these feet, and just the feet, are washing up in this specific area. One theory had it that the feet belonged to people killed in the terrible Asian tsunami of 2004. But since some of the shoes found were manufactured after that date, the mystery is as yet unresolved.
Well, that's disturbing.
It gets weirder. Some beaches have actual monsters wash up on them.
Actual monsters? Like Cthulhu?
Nothing quite so spectacular, although in 2008, a creature drifted ashore in the Hamptons that certainly startled the locals. Christened the Montauk Monster, it was a weird, bald creature that looked a little like a pig, but with a strange, tooth-filled beak and a long, spindly tail. All in all, it resembled something you might see chasing down a terrified hobbit in a Lord of the Rings movie. Disappointingly, however, the most likely explanation is that it was actually the body of a large raccoon, whose fur, and portions of its flesh, had been eroded by the water.
So, not really a monster then?
No. Similarly, in 2012, another hairless, frightening-looking carcass with a pointed skull and large curved incisors washed up in California, quickly earning the name the San Diego Demonoid. But because real life is rubbish, experts believe it was actually just an opossum.
People are quick to judge things they found on the beach to be monsters, aren't they?
They are. For example, when an eyeball the size of a softball floated ashore in Fort Lauderdale, rumours immediately circulated of some half-blind sea monster in the vicinity. But once again, facts came to the rescue, and the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission explained that it had actually come from a type of swordfish that can reach 1,400 pounds.
Does anything ever wash up in one piece?
Oh yes. In 2013, some intact 6-foot-wide manta rays washed up on the beaches by Gaza City, and by some, I mean there were 220 of them. Maybe more.
That is a lot of manta rays.
There are other things that show up in even greater numbers. Legos, for example. In 1997, a shipping container filled with 4.8 million pieces of Lego crashed into the sea near the coast of Cornwall, England. To this day, you can still scoop up handfuls of the stuff on Cornish beaches. Even better, most of these were nautical-themed Legos, so you're more than likely going to find a little plastic octopus, or maybe a tiny, cutlass-wielding pirate.
Be right back. I have some urgent business in Cornwall.
Tune in next time for more I Learned a Thing in the Bathroom. And in the meantime, head to dollarshaveclub.com for more podcasts and a big old pile of grooming products.